So a lot of this video was shot back in October, right before I broke my ankle. I only just now am starting to like drive and walk again, so we're kind of just resuming this now. That's why some of it's 3 months old and then it's gonna end in the new year, even though it started in October. Yeah. Whoa.
What's up, boys and girls?
We got David behind the lens again. Say thank you to David. My truck, since I brought it home, has had the worst tick ever. So when we talk about the intermittent tick my truck has, this is what we're talking about.
The worst tick ever was that one movie that came out in like...
What does that mean?
You don't know the movie The Tick?
No.
That movie sucks, dude. It's like one of the...
Do you know that movie?
You know The Tick? Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I know The Tick, yeah.
Weird. Anyway, this thing ticks like that movie. I already know my truck has some pretty gnarly blow-by. So I'm like honestly about to just start looking out on Facebook Marketplace for like fresh rebuilt motors. And then we'll pull this one out and just rebuild it slowly and probably put it in Walker's truck because he also has blow-by. It doesn't seem like this thing's about to blow up. In the meantime, we want to see if we can get this tick to kind of settle itself down. What we're going to do today, back in our oil cylinder unit, somebody commented they replaced this and it helped a lot with their intermittent tick. So we're going to try that. Run some slightly thicker oil with some Seafoam oil treatment, cheap oil filter. Run that for like a week, you know, get like at least 100 miles down on it and see if that helps with the tick. We're gonna drain that oil and then we'll put this stuff in with a nice K&N oil filter. So that's the plan, but that's gonna be in like a week. This is the stuff for today. Before we do that, because we want more light going into the engine area, the engine zone, some call it an engine bay. We're gonna fashion ourselves our own little homemade, you know, magnet mounted hood light. These are some extras from like a super cheap LED Amazon kit. So we're just gonna throw them on here. Bunch of these pretty gnarly magnets laying around. Bonk. This thing came out great. We documented it more detailedly for Instagram, but wow. Tons of light. We didn't spend 250 bucks on a Milwaukee one. These cords kind of suck, but what are you gonna do? It was free. Alright. Sport mode. I don't know what y'all can see of the underside of the truck, but best believe I'm about to drain this oil.
Best believe.
Let me just go from the other side. Let me not make it hard on myself. Dude, no way. My drain plug was loose already.
Really?
Yeah.
Like your oil drain plug?
Yeah. I didn't have to break it at all. It was already loose. I was leaking oil from my fucking drain plug. I don't think my engine is even leaking, bro. I feel like I'm burning oil more than I'm leaking oil. We took the wheel off so that we could get into here where the oil filter is. Because our oil cylinder unit, as you can see, I just took the rubber boot off right there. You see how nasty the actual connector looks?
Yeah. It's just like, also it feels really loose.
Looks super loose.
Nice. Not nice.
Wow.
That's way too oily.
That's wet as heck.
We're gonna have to clean that.
Yeah, at least.
I think that this totally could still be fine. I mean, I don't think the oil would have necessarily, like,
We'll just have to
depleted its function. Yeah.
Alright, it's a day later.
Give it a good pull. It's just slipping. This fucking filter right here. Oh, what the fuck? Is it an air filter?
That's the K&N?
Yeah.
That's what just came out of the K&N box?
It's not an oil filter.
Something's missing here. We are back from AutoZone. We went and got in the Fram guy. Confirmed that there is indeed a filter in here. We got the deep guy for this guy. And yeah.
And we got this thing.
Yeah, we got an adjustable oil filter wrench.
Hell yeah, that's gripping now. Oh my god, it's on there fucking tight, dude.
Why did they put it on so tight?
Bro, I can't get it off by hand.
Are you kidding me?
Dude, I can't get it out.
Oh my god.
Why is this thing fucking torqued down to 120 foot-pounds?
Did they impact it on?
Dude, they might have. I'm never taking my truck to those guys. This is a basic, dude, Jiffy Lube knows how to do this. I got it to spin a little bit.
Oh dude, this thing's getting chewed up. This oil filter? It's It's going a little bit. Bro!
Like an established retro truck shop would mess up that bad on an oil filter?
What? Dude!
It's just like, it's still like 80 foot-pounds, bro.
You're good. There it is. There it is.
Nice.
That's so stupid. I want to go throw this filter through their window tonight. Dude, they bent the fucking rubber.
That's fucking crazy.
So that thing should be pretty loose. The oil sender.
It should be.
They're only supposed to be at like 10 foot pounds. I mean, you're lined up.
Is this even right fucking size? Are they different sizes?
Dude, the new one's totally smaller. Look at that. The connector looks the same, so it is the right part. Well, dude, why did they change the size of this for the replacement? Dude, loose drain plug and tight as all shit oil filter. What the fuck? I'm actually pretty shocked that that's how they left this. I'm not claiming to be some kind of expert that does it right all the time, but that's literally the reason I went to them, is they're supposed to be.
I wouldn't say that I feel defeated. I just feel very frustrated.
Yeah. And it's like super simple.
Yeah. It's something that we know how to do. Like, this is one of the first jobs on this truck that we've actually known how to do.
We're back.
We're back.
And we're more motivated than before.
Yes. We went to Lowe's and got a 4-pack of sockets.
They're sick.
We got a 24, a 25, a 26, and a 27. And it was a 20 freaking 7. It was a big ass bolt, bruh.
Super big.
I got it loose finally. This is what I had to freaking use to get that thing off. There she goes.
Oh my god. This thing looks kind of gunked up.
I know, it does.
This is original Nissan. 27 mil. Who would have thought? So, let's compare these parts. Look how much bigger the original one is. The connector's exactly the same. And the threads and stuff on here look the same but cleaner.
We gotta get this shit Robert Downey Tightney Jr. Alright, so the new one is in. I'm gonna put the new oil filter in now.
You're priming the filter.
Mm-hmm. Alright, so now it's time to not put this thing in at 120 foot-pounds.
New filter in. And then that boot coming out from under it, that's covering the new oil sender.
New air plug.
New air plug with new copper pressure washer.
Air plug.
We're about to fill this sucker up.
And then put the wheel back on.
I feel like shit.
Really? Luke's not feeling too good. He just went upstairs to go take a nap. I'm gonna go ahead and put some oil in this thing. SDP 10W30, conventional for the flush. We're gonna put that in. We're gonna dump a can of Seafoam, or partial can of Seafoam. These trucks take about 4 quarts of oil. Luke is throwing up right now. You can probably hear it on the video. Heck yeah. Alright. For the Seafoam, a quart of oil to an ounce of Seafoam. So I'm gonna do 4 ounces of this, about, roughly, and then the rest is gonna go in the gas tank. Ounce to a gallon for the gas tank. So.
Dude, FYI, I'm feeling like super sick up here.
Yeah, I can hear it. You did just down like a pack of salmon and a enchilada that's been sitting out for like 24 hours.
Alright, we're back. I did not die. I felt like I was gonna die. Huge shout out to him for finishing what we were doing. I'm mostly recovered. I'm still a little shaky.
Friggin' Bang Energy this morning.
I overestimated how my stomach was doing and had a freaking energy drink. Bad idea. We're gonna pick up right where we left off, which was, you know, driving the thing. Yeah, we're just gonna start it up real quick. Let's see how this tick sounds.
Now let me check the oil level. Oh yeah, oil level's perfect. I think you just need a new rocker arm assembly.
Need a new engine.
I don't think you do though. I think everything else in your engine's fine. It just has a bad tick. It runs fucking great.
Well,
dude.
we know it's got bad compression because of the blow-by.
Oh yeah.
In any case, you'll see us again in 200 miles or a week, whichever one comes first. You know. Cool.
Two-wheel wheelbarrow.
Yeah. We are in the 2026 portion of this video now. I'm about to pull the truck in from where it's been sitting right there since I broke my ankle.
No tick. Dude, it looks so sick with those lights. Hell yeah.
We've been doing so much work at Walker's house that we forgot
All of our tools.
yeah, like some of the important stuff, like the jack stands and the creeper. I can barely walk and would like the creeper. Note, still in the truck from when I broke my ankle at the skate park. Luckily, my dad was able to come get the truck the next day. That's funny. That's staying with the truck.
This is what we're working with. No jack stands today. Dude, your headlights look so sick.
You like them?
Yeah.
Look at that, super clean oil.
That feels like putting out a joint when it's still got this much gas. That is some clean oil.
Just got Seafoam in it.
Yeah.
We should have just put the Seafoam in the old oil.
Yeah. Well, flushing it, dude, I don't know.
28, 27. Why the fuck is it a different size?
This is weird.
These are the same oil filter. Same number. But they're two different things. Fully.
These are all 2827 filters. This is the one we just bought today. And the gasket size is different. So this like absolutely is not safe to use.
No.
So we're gonna go return that piece of trash. Back from AutoZone. We made it just in time. I didn't realize they close at 8 on Sundays. Yapped with the dudes there. Apparently, yeah, it's not uncommon for these guys to just change designs of parts randomly. We decided to go with the K&N guy, HP1002, and it is indeed the right size, comparing it to various old SDP filters that were previously correct. What's cool about this too, this is just a big old socket to tighten it in. So we're gonna throw this in there.
Oh yeah, that's so much better.
Oh yeah. Dripped all over everything.
Gas.
She's filled up. Just a tickle over full. That's how I like it. Against all odds, we have done an oil change. All right.
Against literally every single odd. I think we have upset the oil change gods.
When I let this thing run on New Year's Eve, and when I started it up to bring it in here, it wasn't ticking at all. Maybe the oil treatment mixed with the new oil sender unit, maybe that's gonna have helped out this tick. Smoking a little bit.
Nah, not as much as it was though.
Dude, yeah, it was smoking like a freaking chimney on New Year's Eve. Sounds good. Well, this video has been 3 months almost in the making. I hope that this video helped y'all do your oil sender unit, and you know, I mean, next time y'all see this truck, we'll have more updates on exactly how this has affected the tick. It can only have helped, right? I guess. Anyway, that'll do it for this one. We got Walker's truck still to fix, which we may have figured out a solution just to swap out the tail shaft housing only, since his trans actually performed well before it dumped all the fluid. We got clutch hydraulic stuff coming up on my truck, and then a little bit of window stuff. That's what y'all can look forward to. Like,
Comment,
subscribe.
we'll get better at that.
Yeah.